Just President Burkett, just for clarity too, we wouldn't need to handle number 8 at that time, just in case there was any concern about public comments.
Right.
Ahead. So we could leave that one off. That way people don't think.
Because we're only going to read that the first time anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Good point, sir. Thank you.
It's 7:30.
7:30, let's go. City Council will come to order, please. Ask the clerk to call the roll.
Wright, Baumgartner,
Here.
Godwin,
Here.
Rogers,
Here.
Schmidt,
Here.
Whitaker.
Here.
Okay. Make a note here. And let's all please stand for the pledge. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you all. For the minutes, you've all received copies of the last meeting minutes. Any additions or corrections to those? Seeing none, then we will stand approved as presented. Approval of the current financial report. Once again, you received an electronic copy of that from the auditor's office. Do I have any questions or comments or a motion to accept?
Move to accept.
Motion by Mr. Whitaker to accept the current financial report from the auditor's office. Discussion? Call the roll, please.
Baumgartner,
Yes.
Godwin,
Yes.
Rogers,
Yes.
Schmidt,
Yes.
Whitaker.
Yes.
Okay, approval of the agenda. At this particular time, I have nothing to add or delete from the agenda, so we can entertain a motion to approve.
Move to approve the agenda as presented.
Motion by Mr. Schmidt to approve the agenda as presented. Discussion? Call the roll.
Baumgartner,
Yes.
Godwin,
Yes.
Rogers,
Yes.
Schmidt,
Yes.
Whitaker.
Yes.
Excuse me. Okay, public hearing. Once again, the numbers have been published and it's been the same numbers for the Zoom contact for quite some time. Anybody on Facebook or other media connections would wish to address council at this time, please state your name and address and your whatever it is you care to say regarding this issue, the council. So don't all speak at once. I only see 4 people, 2 of them are council members. So seeing none, we will proceed with the agenda and move on to administrative reports. Mayor Wilmot.
Yes, thank you, Council President. I got a couple of things to bring up, with the time limit. I'll bring up one for sure here. I want to say something about the gas aggregation that's coming up this past night. We take care of that. We've been working with Jordan Haman with his company to make sure that the citizens of Greenville have the opportunity to keep their gas aggregation kind of joined into that with us. That years ago we passed legislation so they could do that, so we have the best prices available to them on gas. One thing I want to make sure that people know out there is that there'll be the opt-out letters will be going out again. And sometimes it's confusing and sometimes it's upsetting, but we want to make sure it's the best deal for the citizens of Greenville for that gas aggregation. The opt-out letters, they do an opt-out letter because most people in the city want the aggregation. So there's fewer people that need to respond and do the opt-out. It's frustrating, but if you need any help or get a question about it, just call into the city and we'll help you out. So,
Mr. Mayor, may I add to that?
Yeah.
Just a little. Pardon me. Usually at this time of year, other gas entities will start sending out literature, and it gets a little bit confusing.
it does.
So if you start getting several different pieces of literature on gas prices, that is, we're talking about natural gas for your home now, not fuel for your automobiles, but natural gas pricing at your home. And you get a lot of stuff you don't make any sense. Please call someone to try to find out, so you don't get confused, because they can really try to confuse you.
Yeah.
I'm,
right.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to
Right.
steal
No,
your
that's-
thunder, but I think it's important that people
Yeah, it
understand.
is. And you did get bombarded this time of year with that type of thing. And please call and we'll help you out, sort it out. So we expect those letters to come out. I don't know. One of the things that Burke's outlet store is coming in. I heard we saw a sign that they're going to open up February 8th, I think, and next week. So it's coming up pretty soon. That's pretty neat. Look for that, the opening, and they're going to be hiring several people. So that's a great deal for us, for the whole city. I just want to comment real quick. As I grew up in Greenville many years ago, that I enjoyed the splash, the little wading pool at South Park. And we have on the agenda tonight is approval of the contract and award and building a new splash pad in the south end. I just want to make sure everybody, it's going to be very nice, and it's looking forward to it. It's an exciting time. So I'll move along and pass. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir. Safety Service Director, Mr. Delk.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'll be brief tonight also. I know there's a lot on the agenda. I would just like to bring council up to speed and welcome Kim Monin. Kim has been in our utilities office as an account clerk too for the last 11 years, and we appointed her to utilities office manager here starting February 8th. Our current utilities office manager, Betsy Smith, is retiring at the end of the month. So Kim will be taking over for her. And then Shannon Hayes will be moving from an account clerk 1 to an account clerk 2 in the utilities office, taking over Kim Monin's previous position. And we are actively performing interviews this week to hire an account clerk 1 and to replace Shannon. So that department has a lot of work ahead of them and a lot of training. And I just wanted to bring council up to speed on if you see new faces. That I'll pass.
Wow, thank you. Law Director.
Thank you, Mr. Council President. In the legal world, generally, no news is good news. So I don't have much to share, but I will encourage everybody to drive down Central Avenue in front. You know, excuse me, I've tried to harp on cleaning up some of the properties around town, and we were able to get the house torn down. That property's been leveled, and you can just kind of tell what a difference it makes. So now that we got that one off our list, we're going to continue forging ahead. But it's nice to see those victories and to kind of, if you can recall, what it looked like before and what it looks like now. We're excited to see the progress. So we're going to continue on. And with that, I'll entertain any questions anybody has.
Thank you for working on that, Mike.
Yes.
Okay, moving along. City Auditor, Mrs. Willman.
Thank you, Mr. Council President. I am advising council that an escrow account at Greenville National Bank was closed today and the funds were paid out to the property owner. And going along with what he just said, this is in reference to a property at 102 Front Street, which was damaged in a fire, and it was subsequently raised and leveled. And so the funds were able to be paid out to the property owner at that time. I also would like to remind everyone, also out in the viewing audience, that the deadline for community fund requests will be February 16th. Those application forms can be mailed in to the city building or can be submitted in person at the auditor's office. The address is City of Greenville, 100 Public Square, room 200, Greenville, Ohio. Or you can email it directly to me at rwillman@cityofgreenville.org. So again, if there are any community funds requests, we would like to have those back by February 16th. And just one last item, I would like to request a Finance Committee assignment to discuss the 2021 distribution of community funds as well.
Well, that's a great segue into my little Post-it note here that
Okay.
regarding the email that you did send me requesting a committee assignment. And so in lieu of not having any further committee reports, I'm sorry, you finished? Is that conclude?
Yes, I'm done.
Then I will ask the clerk to note that I will assign the distribution of community funds to the Finance Committee, which normally reviews that. And the Finance Committee is Mr. Schmidt, Mr. Whitaker, and Mr. Rogers to review that, the request. And when do you say the deadline for requests are?
February 16th.
February, which would be the next council meeting or close?
Just, yeah, right around that.
17th, something like that. Excuse me. So therefore, I'm going to ask that would the second meeting in March be soon enough?
That would.
Okay, so that'll give you some lead time to adjust your schedules and get the chance to review this. And it doesn't have to be, so I'm going to ask that that be done on the second meeting in March. And I don't know what that
That's
date.
the March 16th also.
Is it? Yeah, it would be.
March 16th.
Okay. I'll trust you. Thank you. Okay, well, no, I do not see Mr. Wright checked in yet, and therefore we are still short one council member to do any suspension of the rules. So, wow.
Move along on the agenda and circle back.
Well, possibly get down to take a new business. This will take a few moments. I'm going to ask that we, the chair uses the prerogative to move the agenda down to new business for the purpose of setting a meeting, a joint meeting between Greenville City Council and the Greenville Township Trustees.
He's here now, John.
I see Mr. Wright's available. Hello, Mr. Wright.
Muted.
I am proposing to this council that the next meeting in February, which will be the what, 17th, did we say?
The 16th.
Huh?
The 16th.
16th, February 16th, we have an emergency joint meeting with members of the Greenville Township trustees and ask the clerk to direct a letter to them, setting that date, and let's meet at, would 7:15 be good enough? It'll only take about 15 minutes. We need to appoint or have a council member take, this is Howdashall's place on the cemetery board. And they need that done officially so that they can do the various paperwork that the cemetery board needs to do whatever it is that they need to do. And I had the request from Mr. Tryon, cemetery superintendent, the other day, and I told him we would set that. So let's set it for 7:15 at the second meeting in February on the 16th with members of the Greenville Township trustees and city council. So anyone have any differing opinions or objections? If none, that will be the time. Now, let's move the back up on the agenda to item I under ordinances and resolutions. Mr. Wright, are you available?
Looks like he's muted.
Mhm.
Unmute, Doug.
How's that?
Hey, that's better. Thank you.
All right. Sorry about that.
Okay, so we are ready to begin our ordinances and resolutions. And now we do have all six, and please note in the minutes that all six members are present. And we will go with item 1, a resolution authorizing the Safety Service Director to enter an agreement to purchase a truck with limb pickup attachment.
A resolution authorizing the Safety Service Director to enter into an agreement to purchase a truck with a limb pickup attachment to be used by the Street Department. This resolution authorizes the Safety Service Director to enter into an agreement to purchase a truck with a limb pickup attachment for use by the Street Department.
Mr. Council President, I move to suspend the rules, give this resolution second, third reading by title only.
Motion, Mr. Baumgartner, to suspend the rules, read the resolution by title, second and third time. Discussion? Call the roll, please.
Wright,
Yes.
Baumgartner,
Yes.
Godwin,
Yes.
Rogers,
Yes.
Schmidt,
Yes.
Whitaker.
Yes.
A resolution authorizing the Safety Service Director to enter into an agreement to purchase a truck with a limb pickup attachment to be used by the Street Department. A resolution authorizing the Safety Service Director to enter into an agreement to purchase a truck with a limb pickup attachment to be used by the Street Department.
Move to adopt.
Motion by Mr. Whitaker to adopt the resolution. Discussion?
Yes, Ryan, is there an attachment available to put onto our other truck that we have for picking up tree limbs and stuff?
That's what this is. This is a replacement of the truck that we currently use. So it's a 1996, the one we currently use. We purchased it used. So this would be for a new truck, and then the old one will either be sold on Gov Deals or traded in, depending on where we get our best bang for our buck.
Okay. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Other questions or discussion? Call the roll, please.
Wright,
Yes.
Baumgartner,
Yes.
Godwin,
Yes.
Rogers,
Yes.
Schmidt,
Yes.
Whitaker.
Yes.
Okay. Next, we have a resolution authorizing the mayor to enter into an agreement for the purchase of natural gas for the aggregation program.
A resolution authorizing the mayor to enter an agreement for the purchase of natural gas for the city's natural gas aggregation program. This resolution authorizes the mayor to enter into an agreement for the purchase of natural gas for the city's natural gas aggregation program.
Move to suspend the rules, give this resolution second and third reading by title only.
Motion from Mr. Rogers to suspend the rules and read the resolution by title, second and third time. Discussion? Call the roll, please.
Wright,
Yes.
Baumgartner,
Yes.
Godwin,
Yes.
Rogers,
Yes.
Schmidt,
Yes.
Whitaker.
Yes.
A resolution authorizing the mayor to enter into an agreement for the purchase of natural gas for the city's natural gas aggregation program. A resolution authorizing the mayor to enter into an agreement for the purchase of natural gas for the city's natural gas aggregation program.
Move to
Move to
adopt.
adopt.
Motion from Mr. Baumgartner to adopt the resolution. Discussion? Call the roll, please.
Wright,
Yes.
Baumgartner,
Yes.
Godwin,
Yes.
Rogers,
Yes.
Schmidt,
Yes.
Whitaker.
Yes.
And next, we have a resolution authorizing Acorn Builders Incorporated bid for splash pad Reno project and declaring an emergency.
A resolution accepting the Archon Builders Incorporated bid for the splash pad building renovations project and declaring an emergency. This resolution authorizes the mayor or safety service director to accept the Archon Builders Incorporated bid for the splash pad building renovations project, and this resolution has an emergency clause.
Move to suspend the rules and give this resolution reading by title only for the second and third time.
Motion by Mr. Whittaker to suspend the rules, read the resolution by title, second, third time. Discussion? Call the roll, please.
Wright,
Yes.
Baumgartner,
Yes.
Godwin,
Yes.
Rogers,
Yes.
Schmidt,
Yes.
Whitaker.
Yes.
A resolution accepting the Archon Builders Incorporated bid for the splash pad building renovations project and declaring an emergency. A resolution accepting the Archon Builders Incorporated bid for the splash pad building renovations project and declaring an emergency.
Move to adopt the emergency clause.
Motion by Mr. Rogers to adopt the emergency clause. Discussion? Call the roll, please.
Wright,
Yes.
Baumgartner,
Yes.
Godwin,
Yes.
Rogers,
Yes.
Schmidt,
Yes.
Whitaker.
Yes. Move to adopt.
Motion by Mr. Whittaker to adopt. Discussion? Call the roll.
Wright,
Yes.
Baumgartner,
Yes.
Godwin,
Yes.
Rogers,
Yes.
Schmidt,
Yes.
Whitaker.
Yes.
Okay. This is for the work site, right? Site work. Next, we have a resolution accepting Archon Builders Incorporated bid for splash pad site work project and declaring an emergency.
A resolution accepting the Archon Builders Incorporated bid for the splash pad site work project and declaring an emergency. This resolution authorizes the mayor or safety service director to accept the Archon Builders Incorporated bid for the splash pad site work project, and this resolution has an emergency clause.
Move to suspend the rules and give this resolution its second and third reading by title only.
Motion from Mr. Whittaker to suspend the rules, read the resolution by title, second and third time. Discussion? Call the roll, please.
Wright,
Yes.
Baumgartner,
Yes.
Godwin,
Yes.
Rogers,
Yes.
Schmidt,
Yes.
Whitaker.
Yes.
A resolution accepting the Archon Builders Incorporated bid for the splash pad site work project and declaring an emergency. A resolution accepting the Archon Builders Incorporated bid for the splash pad site work project and declaring an emergency.
Move to adopt the emergency clause.
Motion by Mr. Rogers to adopt the emergency clause. Discussion? Call the roll, please.
Wright,
Yes.
Baumgartner,
Yes.
Godwin,
Yes.
Rogers,
Yes.
Schmidt,
Yes.
Whitaker.
Yes. Move to adopt.
Motion by Mr. Whittaker to adopt the resolution. Discussion? Call the roll, please.
Wright,
Yes.
Baumgartner,
Yes.
Godwin,
Yes.
Rogers,
Yes.
Schmidt,
Yes.
Whitaker.
Yes.
Okay, next we have a resolution authorizing the Safety Service Director in under contract with Hull and Associates for professional services.
A resolution authorizing the Safety Service Director to enter into a contract with Hull and Associates Incorporated for the rendering of professional consulting services. This resolution authorizes the Safety Service Director to enter into a contract with Hull and Associates Incorporated for the rendering of professional consulting services.
Move to suspend the rules and give this resolution its second and third reading by title only.
Motion by Mr. Whittaker to suspend the rules, read the resolution by title, second and third time. Discussion? Call the roll, please.
Wright,
Yes.
Baumgartner,
Yes.
Godwin,
Yes.
Rogers,
Yes.
Schmidt,
Yes.
Whitaker.
Yes.
A resolution authorizing the Safety Service Director to enter into a contract with Hull and Associates Incorporated for the rendering of professional consulting services. A resolution authorizing the Safety Service Director to enter into a contract with Hull and Associates Incorporated for the rendering of professional consulting services.
Move to adopt the resolution.
Motion by Mr. Rogers to adopt the resolution. Discussion? Call the roll, please.
Wright,
Yes.
Baumgartner,
Yes.
Godwin,
Yes.
Rogers,
Yes.
Schmidt,
Yes.
Whitaker.
Yes.
And item 6, a resolution authorizing Safety Service Director to enter contract with Choice One Engineering for professional engineering services.
A resolution authorizing the Safety Service Director to enter into a contract with Choice One Engineering for the rendering of professional engineering services in 2021. This resolution authorizes the Safety Service Director to enter into a contract with Choice One Engineering for the rendering of professional engineering services in 2021.
Move to suspend the rules and give this resolution its second and third reading by title only.
Mr. Whitaker to suspend the rules, read the resolution by title, second and third time. Discussion? Call the roll, please.
Wright,
Yes.
Baumgartner,
Yes.
Godwin,
Yes.
Rogers,
Yes.
Schmidt,
Yes.
Whitaker.
Yes.
A resolution authorizing the Safety Service Director to enter into a contract with Choice One Engineering for the rendering of professional engineering services in 2021. A resolution authorizing the Safety Service Director to enter into a contract with Choice One Engineering for the rendering of professional engineering services in 2021.
Move to adopt the resolution.
Motion by Mr. Rogers to adopt the resolution. Discussion? Call the roll, please.
Wright,
Yes.
Baumgartner,
Yes.
Godwin,
Yes.
Rogers,
Yes.
Schmidt,
Yes.
Whitaker.
Yes.
Okay, item 7, a resolution authorizing use of internet auction pursuant to Ohio Revised Code 721.15, subparagraph D, for disposal of personal property.
A resolution authorizing during calendar year 2021 the use of internet auction pursuant to Ohio Revised Code Section 721.15D for disposal of personal property. This resolution authorizes the use of internet auction through GovDeals pursuant to Ohio Revised Code Section 721.15D for disposal of personal property.
Move to suspend the rules, give this resolution second and third reading by title only.
Motion from Mr. Rogers to suspend the rules and read the resolution by title, second and third time. Discussion? Call the roll, please.
Wright,
Yes.
Baumgartner,
Yes.
Godwin,
Yes.
Rogers,
Yes.
Schmidt,
Yes.
Whitaker.
Yes.
A resolution authorizing during calendar year 2021 the use of internet auction pursuant to Ohio Revised Code Section 721.15D for disposal of personal property. A resolution authorizing during calendar year 2021 the use of internet auction pursuant to Ohio Revised Code Section 721.15D for disposal of personal property.
Move to adopt.
Motion by Mr. Baumgartner to adopt the resolution. Discussion? Call the roll, please.
Wright,
Yes.
Baumgartner,
Yes.
Godwin,
Yes.
Rogers,
Yes.
Schmidt,
Yes.
Whitaker.
Yes.
Okay. Now, item 8. This is an ordinance amending certain rates and ordinances relating to water and sewer fees and utilities billing. This is the one issue that we had talked about earlier and had several discussions about. The legislation is prepared. Council, of course, can do whatever you choose, but I think it would be my recommendation that we give this first reading. And if people want to react or comment, et cetera, on this issue further, they certainly may do so. It is available online, I believe. It is not correct? The entire legislation?
No, I did not put it out there.
Pardon?
I did not put it out there.
We can put it out there.
It needs to be put out, yeah, put it out so that people can access it, or they can come up to the city building and request copies of it as well. It isn't something that this council is trying to do under cover of darkness or crazy or anything like that, but it is something that really needs to be addressed. So with that, I will ask the clerk to read the ordinance.
An ordinance amending certain rates and ordinances relating to water and sewer fees and utilities billing. This ordinance amends certain rates and ordinances relating to water and sewer fees and utilities billing. Water rates for the city of Greenville will increase by 50% effective May 1st, 2021, and by an additional 18% on November 1st, 2021. Sewer rates will increase by 25% effective May 1st, 2021, and by an additional 10% on November 1st, 2021. Additionally, the City of Greenville will switch to monthly utilities billing effective May 1st, 2021.
Okay, that is the first reading of this ordinance. Nothing further under ordinances and resolutions for this evening. We've already surpassed or covered the item of new business to set the joint meeting at the next regularly scheduled council meeting at 7:15 with the township trustees for the purpose of selecting someone to replace Dory Howdeshell on the cemetery board, Greenville Union Cemetery Board, I should say. And nothing under old business. Do we have items of communication, clerk?
We received the monthly report of December from 2020 from the Transit Department, and then we received the monthly reports of January from the Income Tax and Fire Department. We received the end of year 2020 report from Transit. We received the CIC minutes from December 2nd, 2020.
Okay, any other reports or communications? Seeing none, we'll call down the council, please.
Right.
I'd like to thank the street department for what they did. We ours this morning, clearing the streets as good as what they was doing. Also salting the streets. They got out, hit it, and they did a fantastic job. And that is all I have. I'll pass.
Baumgartner,
I'll pass.
Godwin,
Pass.
Rogers,
Pass.
Schmidt,
Pass.
Whitaker.
I'll echo the sentiments toward the street department. They did a great job, as they always do, in cleaning the streets and keeping things moving in town. Also, I want to congratulate Betsy Smith upon her retirement. She served since 2008. Is that correct? And I want to give her a lot of thanks and praise for what she's done. And with that, I pass.
President Burkett.
I too would like to congratulate Betsy on her retirement and also thank her for the times that she filled in as a clerk pro tem. She did a very fine job, and sometimes, you when you only do this job once every year and a half or something to that effect, but she did a remarkable job, and I certainly, as one, did appreciate that, and so she will be missed from that standpoint as well. Additionally, I had mentioned something at last council meeting, and this doesn't necessarily need to go in the minutes, but that if this council would like to make a contribution to the charities listed in Mrs. Howdeshell's obituaries, I have an envelope prepared here, and I'm going to leave it, if it's okay with the auditor, with our deputy auditor, Mrs. Davis, and ask her to kind of keep track of this, and there's money in there, and then when we get ready, we will make the contribution accordingly. So if anybody else wants to contribute, we've already had 3 contributions, but it will be available for you in the auditor's office. So with that, it's been a tough week, and hopefully it doesn't get any tougher. And we just keep our fingers crossed and say your as my dear departed Mr. Suba used to say, say your prayers, drink buttermilk, and love your granny. So don't forget to say your prayers. Thank you very much. I would entertain a motion to adjourn. Motion by Mr. Baumgartner to adjourn. Call the roll, please.
Wright,
Yes.
Baumgartner,
Yes.
Godwin,
Yes.
Rogers,
Yes.
Schmidt,
Yes.
Whitaker.
Yes.
Thank you all for tuning in and making this all possible. Thank you so much. Have a good evening.